times I wish I had a boyfriend. To me, this was quite like a heartwarming thread. This girl talks about all the times in which she wished she had someone romantically just to help her do stuff or just to be with her for company, etc., etc. But what was really sad about it is that the last tweet in the thread ends with her basically saying, "Oh, I'm happily single, by the way. I'm not even looking for a boyfriend or anything. I'm just saying this as a joke." I thought that was really sad because when you reflect on it, wanting someone else is probably one of the most fundamental human desires. I think I've done videos on the fact that, oddly enough, we can't really explain where this desire comes from. But as we see in other animals that have the ability to pair bond, they all try to do it. In fact, a lot of animals make it their whole life's mission to mate. You know, we see spiders that literally the males just die after they do it, but it's still somehow biologically, instinctive and strong enough that they have to do it. Like, you haven't seen a male spider be like, "Oh, if I don't do this, I get to live. Let me just opt out." And so, if it's that strong of a feeling in animals, other animals, we're also animals too, obviously. It's very conceivable that that desire is probably that level of strength in all of us. And the fact that we're at a situation now, at a stage now, where everyone has to deny this, or everyone goes out of their way to pretend as though, or they don't really want this. And I've said this when I talk about like men and women stuff. Women think it's some kind of insult to them that when people say like, "Oh, they're more emotional than us," or their desire to want to pair bond and be in romantic relationships is stronger than ours. A lot of them take that as an insult. And they're like, "Oh no, I can also just sleep around and I don't feel no way about it." No, no, no. That's a compliment to you. A lot of the men that don't have that, there's something wrong with us. Like, this is not something to be proud of. If you're a guy and you genuinely struggle to just develop strong emotional bonds with women, so much so that you just have sex with loads of different people, don't feel no way about it, you should be sad. Like, that's a problem. That's not our default setting. And so, in this situation, like, probably it's a combination of like kind of not wanting, that whole article about is having a boyfriend embarrassing now, not wanting to be seen as though you actually want a man. So she has to caveat the whole thing by saying, despite me listing out all these extremely natural emotions and feelings, don't mistake that with me actually wanting the logical end of it, which is a boyfriend or a husband or someone in my life as a significant other. And I think, again, that's really depressing. So I've made it kind of my life's mission to try and understand why it is that a lot of men have that problem. I actually came across an article in Georgetown University publication that talks about this chemical in the brain that helps with pair bonding and how some men might not have it. I'm going to read a bit more into that, but again, just a sad commentary of where we are in the dating stage nowadays, where people have to basically apologize / pretend as though they don't want to be in a romantic relationship when this is really some kind of biological need that we all have. Very, very sad state of affairs.